Hello there, thank you for joining. I'm Bunny from Pilates and Yoga with Bunny, and we're going to work through 10-15 minute Swiss ball class that's going to be quite advanced. And to participate in this class, we want to have a good level of core strength, good level of shoulder strength, and a good awareness of Pilates as well. So if you don't tick those boxes, this is not suitable for postnatal either. So if you don't tick those boxes, I've done a previous class, Swiss ball class, which is all about core. So I will link that in the chat box below so that you can go on and do that one. We're going to get started in just a moment. So thank you for joining, and all you need for this class is a Swiss ball. Little bit of health and safety is just make sure that the mat underneath you doesn't slip. You need a good grip through your feet as well. So sometimes if you're on a mat, the mat can slip underneath you, and you need a bit of space around you for this one as well, just in case you roll off. Yeah, okay, so let's get started. If you can bring yourself to a seated position on the ball. Now what I'm going to do is just sit with the sitting bones right in the middle of the ball, and have your feet as wide as you need them so that you feel stable. We're looking at a nice straight spine, so all the things that we would do when we're just setting up for standing posture is exactly the same on the ball. So we want nice neutral pelvis, drawing the shoulders down and back, lengthening through the crown of the head, and trying to keep our chin parallel to the floor. So the back of the neck just reaches up. So we will inhale to prepare. As we exhale, we're going straight into pelvic tilt. So we will inhale, exhale, just start to rock onto the tailbone and draw the navel into the low back as we just tilt the pelvis. Okay, just small movements. Exhale, drawing in through the core muscles. Okay, so exhale, drawing in. That's it. Just making sure that your feet aren't going to slip on the floor. It's really important with Swiss ball work that you're really secure, and if you do fall, you're not going to knock into anything. That's it. Exhale, coming up. Now imagining that you're drawing two straight lines with your sitting bones as you come down and forwards, so the ball isn't veering off to one side. That's it. So we come down, exhale, and see if we can keep those shoulders proud at the same time. Exhale. Right, last one. This time we do the same thing with the arms up. So we reach the arms up, pull the shoulders down, try not to make the rib cage flare, and we do exactly the same again. Exhale, roll. Now those arms ideally should stay all the way up, because it is a pelvic tilt. The arms aren't going to move backwards. Okay, the upper body isn't going to move either. So using those arms for a guideline. Exhale. Remember those invisible lines that we set, so you're nice and even. Also, if you're not quite straight on the ball, there's going to be a little bit of a shift when you come forwards. Okay, last one. That's it. And then we take our hands onto our hips, sit up nice and tall, making sure there's room in front of you. Okay, so we are going to walk the feet just a little bit out and a little bit in. So pelvic tilt, tuck under, start to take the upper body up a little bit with you this time. Step with the opposite foot each time. So you're not always leading with that same side, just baby steps. That's it, rolling into the low back, pulling the navel in, trying to stay nice and tall through the upper body. And then if you feel comfortable, you need to feel safe, you go down a bit further and then we'll walk back up. That's it, down a bit further and walking back up, starting to engage through the legs, in through the glutes, in through the hamstrings. That's it, nice even steps, keeping the pelvis as still as you can, really working on that core. So we will start to inhale on the way down, exhale as we come up, That's it. You're in control. Wider feet if you need to. The narrower base you have, the obviously more challenging it's going to be. So making sure that you can feel all of those muscles in your tummy. Try and squeeze the glutes as well. That's it. Coming back up. And we do one more. Coming all the way out. That's it. And then all the way back up. Finding that high point. Take a little moment of relief. Just moving the ball from side to side. Just opening up the side body. If it feels okay, you reach the arm up. Exhale. That's it. Just stretch and reach. I absolutely love the Swiss ball. So fun. So reach. And reach. Okay, taking the hands behind the head. Curling back down. So we want to have the sitting bones and the pelvis still on the edge of the ball and the low back and the sacrum supported. We want the heels so they are underneath the knees, so the knees aren't sort of sending all the way away. And then curling the body back into a half curl and then exhale, roll back up. So we inhale, come down, support the head with the hands, exhale, roll back up, stack everything on. So you're perching onto the front third of the ball now. Exhale, draw back up, find that neutral position. Inhale down, exhale, all the way up. We got 3 more. Inhale down, all the way up. That's it, another 2. Inhale down, no pulling on the head, shoulders wide, elbows wide, and last one. Okay, all the way up to that starting point. Now, stay in this front third. We just go a few bow and arrows. Yeah, keeping the pelvis still and reaching through one arm as we draw the elbow back. Exhale as you rotate. Try and sit tall for me. So I really want you to avoid being hunched down here. So you're using that core strength to keep you perched on the edge of that ball, not so much that you're going to fall off. Just getting that rotation into the upper body. That's it. 2 more. Good. And then coming off the ball, finding a kneeling position at the back of your mat, having the hands on the ball, and your toes are going to be onto the tops of your feet, so your toes are tucked if that's okay. Otherwise, bring them underneath you. Right, so we're just going to start to roll the ball away. Roll the ball away, keep the bottom where it is, so the pelvis sort of stays over the knees. And then we'll tuck the bottom and round back up and pull the ball in. Okay, so inhale as you push away. Exhale, draw up and pull the ball back in. Okay, and again. So coming out, taking the head through the gap, opening up through the shoulders, and then drawing up through that navel, rounding into the low back, squeezing the bottom, stacking everything back up on top of each other. That's it, good. Just working on your breath. Inhale out, bum nice and high, shoulders long. Exhale, roll up. Last one, this time we hold out. So pushing all the way out. Now keeping this position, you might need to adjust the hand position here. And then moving the body weight forward, so you're more onto the forearms, push through the shoulders, and then roll backwards again. Yeah, now if it helps you, interlink the fingers so you've got something more to hold and you're more onto the forearms. Okay, so keep the core nice and tight, shift those hips forwards, push into the shoulders, and then come back in. Only you know how far you need to go, but we need to make sure we don't lose and arch the back. So tummy, core nice and tight all the time. That's it. Really use the shoulders as well, pushing through the ball. Try and think about wrapping the armpits down and engaging into the lats too. So it's almost like a pulling sensation onto the ball. That's it. Okay, last one. And then we bring the ball closer. Stay on your knees. Elbows are going to be quite close together. This time we will interlink the fingers. Okay, and we're going to push forwards from the hips now. It might take you a couple of goes just to get the hands in the right position. So we're going to push forwards from the hips. So the elbows will then roll onto the ball. Okay, and we're going to really tuck our bottom under. So we're rounding through our spine. Lots of glutes, lots of tummy muscles, and then come back up. That's it. So we come forward. So I want you to stay in a hollow position with your tummy muscles. That's it. So you're really pulling in. What I don't want to see is this. Okay, I don't want to see that or that. Okay, yeah, no good. You're just going to hurt your back. So really scoop, squeeze your bum. That's it, coming out, pushing those elbows into the ball, and then exhaling, drawing in, trying to pull in through the core. That's it. And again, I know if you've got a thin mat, you might need something under your knees for this. Okay. So we have the last one. That's it. Now take the ball to one side. This time just something a little bit more controlled. So we push away with one arm. Yeah. And then trying to find that steady Superman position. Now, the further back you have your bottom, the less challenging it is. The further forward you have your bottom, the more challenging it is. The further away the ball is, the harder it is, the closer it is towards you, the easier it is. Okay, so you just need to find where it's going to work for you. Yeah. Then you're going to make sure that your arm is working, your shoulders working, your lats are working, your core's working. And we're going to see if we can Superman one arm. Okay, so reaching up and down. Remember, you choose where the ball needs to be. It can even be right underneath your armpit. So the more shoulder strength you want, and the further you push it away, make sure you're not loading that shoulder too much though. Okay, you really need to push into the ball. Make sure the sides are active. That's it. And last one, swap to the other side. Remember that two sides might not be the same. Yeah, so find that position. You might have not a stronger shoulder, stronger side on the other side. So bring the ball closer towards you, get more support. Okay, draw the ball down away from you though. So you're really trying to, depress that shoulder and pull the scapula down your back. Okay, we go again. Yeah, so reach and down. That's it. Reach and down. Exhale. Draw the core in. So wherever your hips are, like I say, it's going to be harder or easier. Exhale. Head nice and long. That's it. Last one. And then draw the ball in towards you. And drape your body over the ball and just give it a hug. So stretch out your back. You might want wider knees here. Just flop over the ball, basically. Yeah. Have a little moment of relief there. Then we will come over onto our back with the ball underneath our shins. Okay, so hands are going to be down by your sides, and we're going to keep our feet flexed. Our pelvis will start in its neutral position. We inhale to prepare. As we exhale, we'll push down onto the ball and we'll hover the bum. Okay, and then come back down. So we inhale, squeeze the bottom cheeks, hover the bum. Try and keep as stable as you can onto the ball. If it feels okay, you're going to go a little bit higher into that bridge position, coming down. If you want more, hover the hands off the floor. Yeah, it's going to be wobbly. I'm wobbling. Yeah, exhale. Try and stay as even as you can, squeezing the bottom, drawing the core in every time. If you want a little bit more, we'll come a little bit higher, straighten the legs, reach the arms overhead. Now you might roll off the side of the ball with this one. Okay, yeah, so just go steady. So we reach, stretch,
Push the hips up, straighten the legs, flex the feet, engage the backs of the body, try and stay stable, and then float those arms overhead. Should be absolutely zero pressure on the low back and zero pressure on the back of the head. So I don't want you to be pushing your head down. Yeah, keep the nape of the neck nice and soft. Push and broaden through the collarbones. That's it. Exhale as you reach those arms overhead. And inhale as you bring them back down, and bottom comes down to the mat. Okay, we've got 2 more. That's it. Good stuff. Last one. And exhale. Reaching up. Take the hands down by your sides. This time we bend and straighten the legs. Yeah, use your pinky fingers and your tiptoe fingers to help you. So you're going to squeeze that bottom in and push it out. That's it. Now maybe you can keep the legs high here. So you come up and we hinge and we pull in. That's it. So really working on the hamstrings and the glutes. Exhale as you pull. That's it. Stabilize yourself with the fingers. Otherwise you just stick to these hover ones with the pull and heels in. Yep, your choice. Last one. And then stretch your legs up to the ceiling. Just open through the backs of your legs. And give your feet a little bit of a wobble. You will want a good stretch after this class. Okay, we can do one last one. And bring the ball to the top end, the bottom end of your mat. So you've got the full width. What you're going to do is crouch behind your ball, flop over it. So we've already done this once. And then lay on top of the ball. And we want to try and pull our tummy in, squeeze our bottom. Okay, legs nice and long. And then walking your hands forwards. Now this is another one where you might roll off the ball. So, you know, if you've got a little bit of space either side, the wider your legs are, the more stable you're going to be. No arching into the back. Yeah, pull that navel in, walking forwards. That's it. And then walking back. Now you can adjust how far you go. Yeah, you can go further forwards if you've got more room. Just try and keep it as stable as you can. Oh, it's been a while since I've done these ones. Yeah, walking forwards. Okay, I'm going to add on for you. I'm just going to need to adjust my position so I've got a little bit more space. So you either stick with that. Otherwise, when you walk forwards this time, you can take yourself out into a plank, up onto the balls of your feet, okay, and then pull your knees in and push away. So pull in, push away. That's it. So really drawing in. Your weight comes further forwards. Yep, these are tough. I'm struggling a bit. Okay, so we go. 3 more. That's it. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And then walk all the way back. See if you can control it. Don't worry if you wobble off, as long as you're not going to hurt yourself. And then bring yourself back. And have a perch onto your ball. Well done. We're done. We're done. So excellent job. Thank you for joining. And please go and find one of my stretching videos and go and do some stretching. And have a really good day.